Hello and welcome back to my channel, Innate Wisdom. This is Agnes. I'm an intuitive and a tarot card reader. I do general love readings for the collective and also for each zodiac sign bi-weekly. If you enjoy my videos, please support my work by pressing the thumbs up and by subscribing to my channel. And these readings are general as always and may not resonate for all of you. So in this pick a card reading, we're going to be checking out your person's current feelings for you and also their current intentions for the two of you. Once you have your deck or decks picked out, you'll find the timestamps for the readings in the description below. So if you pick the left side deck, this is going to be your reading, and let's get started and see how your person feels about you. Let's see their current feelings. How does this person on your mind feel about you? Five of Cups, Judgment, and the Sun. So this person is pretty sad and they're feeling they're feeling the loss. Maybe the two of you are after a breakup, and really deep down what they want is to reconnect, because here's the Judgment card. The Sun card indicates that they're optimistic. Maybe they're trying to focus on themselves, but I feel like from the Sun card, I'm getting that they're also kind of like nostalgic, and it feels like all of their focus is on how this relationship used to be, how they used to feel so victorious when they were with you. And it feels like whenever you are on their mind, like the sun comes out, from behind the clouds. So it's almost like the sun shines when they think of you, but they're feeling pretty heartbroken, as indicated by the Five of Cups. And the Judgment, is about the truth in their heart and following the truth in their heart. So this is the initial information that I'm getting about their feelings for you. So let's get some clarifications. For that, I'm going to be using a different deck. So let's get a clarification for the Five of Cups and see why they're feeling so sad. The Star, and we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is showing up, and actually the Four of Wands and other indicators for twin flame and soulmate relationships are showing up in my readings right now so many times. So here's the Four of Wands. This is one of my cards for the twin flame soulmate type relationship, and it feels that this connection between the two of you is so happy. It's minus the problem that the two of you are having right now, and it could be, one of the problems could be distance, physical distance or emotional distancing right now, but it kind of feels temporary. Maybe this is a temporary breakup, a separation. The Star card indicates that there's healing going on behind the scenes. This person is really hopeful that the two of you will be back together, because they feel this intense love connection with you. Such a love connection that they have never felt before. But, the Star card also indicates that they feel this relationship is a bit out of reach right now. But they definitely want a happy future with you. So that's why they're so sad, because they're so connected. So that's what I'm getting. So let's just do another clarification for why it seems so out of reach. Why does it seem like that to this person? Why is this relationship so out of reach? Strength. So I'm feeling it's because they cannot do something. They're unable to pull it together. They're unable to gain their strength. They're afraid of something. The Strength card is about controlling your fears and gaining your power back, your control back over your life. And so this person kind of feels out of touch with their own inner strength. They just feel weak and maybe afraid of something. Perhaps there are conflicts that they're avoiding, perhaps. It's just, it seems like their fears are maybe, paralyzing them, but for sure they're taking away this person's power. And their own power and personal power and control. So that's what I'm feeling from the Strength card. You could also be dealing with a Leo. But so let's get a clarification now for the Judgment. And they want to reconnect with you. You know, are they waiting on something, or what's going on? What's influencing this reconnection? 8 of Wands, okay, and what else? The Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, this person has a lot of passion for you, and I feel definitely a lot of attraction, you know, and there's a lot of sexuality here. I feel like they really want to talk to you. They want to communicate a lot. However, when it comes to actions, they're acting like the Knight of Pentacles, and they could be overly cautious and careful and kind of stationary, you know, if you know what I mean. Kind of like when there's action needed, it's almost like this person seems way too slow. Maybe they're overanalyzing, overthinking. So this could also be, you know, stepping on the gas one day and everything is going fine, and then stepping on the brakes. So these two cards could describe that as well, that type of dynamic in this relationship, or they could describe your person this way. But definitely it feels like that's what they want from the heart. They want action, and then they feel like they need to be cautious. I feel like they're also kind of stuck in their comfort zone. So let's see what keeps them stuck. Let's just get another clarification card for this. What is it that keeps this person stuck in their ways? Okay, we have the 7 of Cups popping out. So I feel like once they make a decision, it's almost like they get confused. They go back and they try to rethink it, reanalyze it. And the 7 of Cups also indicates a sort of a confusion. When somebody has too many choices and then they get confused and they cannot make a decision. So I feel like this person keeps going back because they're afraid of missing a point. They're afraid of seeing something, and they never really fully trust themselves. In some cases, this 7 of Cups could indicate that your person maybe has more than one options, but for many of your people, it's not that they're having somebody else as an option. The 7 of Cups, to me, it's more around other things that are going on in their lives, and they might be also not good with their boundaries. Maybe they're not respecting themselves enough. Maybe they feel like they're being used by, I don't know, by other people, by their work is maybe taking their energy away or something like that. But you know, the 7 of Cups is like, what do I spend my energy on? Who do I spend it on? What do I focus on? And so it's like they want to please everybody. That maybe this person is a people pleaser. So that's you know, something else that's coming through my intuition right now. So all right, and let's get a clarification for the Sun card as well. What do we need to know about that? Well, we have 3 cards popping out here. We have the Magician, and then we have the Ace of Swords, and then the third one, 5 of Pentacles. So it feels like, you know, the sun, when the sun starts to shine, it's like it chases the clouds away, because when the sun isn't shining on them, it feels like the 5 of Pentacles is weighing down on them pretty heavily. This is the card of loss. You know, when somebody's feeling left out in the cold, this person is really grieving the loss, and they feel lonely. So it's almost like it's an escape for them to start thinking about you, and they feel more optimistic that way. It also feels like it focuses their attention on your relationship, so it makes them feel better. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which feels like it's a new inspiration. It could be a new idea that gives them clarity, that chases the clouds away. And it could be, you know, about a solution, something that maybe was in front of their eyes, but they couldn't see it. It's a sudden inspiration is what I'm getting. It could totally start a new cycle between the two of you. And I'm hearing the word solutions. It brings solutions. And then the third card that we have is the Magician. And, you know, the Ace of Swords could actually give them such an idea that their faith is renewed and their confidence is renewed. It's almost like this really brings in the faith, the energy that's needed for the two of you to move ahead together. So this is what I'm feeling from the Sun card. This is what the tarot is saying. So, all right, now the next question is going to be from the tarot, what is this person's intention towards you? What's their intention? So let's see now. Let's get 3 cards to see their intention. The Chariot. Ace of Swords again. So that's kind of a heavy energy here. So, and then we have the Ace of Cups. And I feel like, this person is a bit hesitant. Their intention is to come towards you. They want to start a brand new cycle. But in the background, it feels like, they're not sure of themselves. Which option do I choose? Again, here's this black and white horse on this Chariot card. And, stepping on the gas one day, stepping on the brakes is going nowhere. Their intention is to start this new journey with you. Here's the Ace of Swords. I feel like this person is going to get a brand new idea. Maybe a solution is coming to them. And I'm also hearing courage. Newfound courage. And here's the Ace of Cups, which is that they feel that you are connected to them as much as they're connected to you through the heart. And they want to act from the heart. Actually, their intention is to live from the heart. But it's almost like they need to get their mind and the heart on the same wavelength. That's what I'm feeling. So let's get a few clarifications. And I'm going to be using yet another set of cards. That's going to be the Mermaid Tarot. So let's see. Let's see a clarification for the Chariot card. What do we need to know about this? King of Cups. The Fool. And one more. And the Eight of Cups. So I'm hearing that this person is really afraid of abandonment. This person is afraid of abandonment. And also, I feel like what they're trying to make a decision about is to them, really, this Eight of Cups, to leave this situation behind is not an option. I feel like this is not an option, but it's not an option that they want to choose. They want to live from the heart, as indicated by the King of Cups. They have a lot of feelings for you. They're in love with you. This is that real, true soulmate connection, the real connection between the hearts that doesn't just fade away with time. And then here's the Fool card. This requires a lot of trust. Trust that things will work out, but I feel like with that Magician energy coming to them, and perhaps through the Ace of Swords, they're going to be able to move forward. Now, the Eight of Cups, what I'm getting from this is that if this person has another option, perhaps it's that situation that they need to leave behind. And I'm picking up on guilt here with this Eight of Cups. But the Eight of Cups in other cases, if it's not a love triangle, this could be about some kind of a heartbreak from the past. And I'm feeling that maybe the lack of trust is coming from here, from this past unresolved memory. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up from these 3 clarification cards. So let's now get a clarification for the Ace of Swords. Let's see what we need to know about that. The Page of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this person, once they get this new idea, this new inspiration, they're going to be opening up from the heart. They're going to be starting a new cycle with you. They're going to be communicating from the heart. And I feel like this is a brand new cycle that's embracing living from the heart. And here's the Three of Pentacles. But I feel like, going step by step is going to be the way to go here. It's not going to be a fast moving ahead. It's going to be step by step is what I'm hearing from the Three of Pentacles, but it's moving towards more stability between the two of you. This person kind of feels like a novice here in this situation. They feel very inexperienced here in this cycle. So they might be acting slow and naive in some way. Now, the Three of Pentacles could indicate some outside interference as well. If it's a love triangle, maybe that's the interference. If it's not, it could be a parent, it could be a child that's influencing them somehow. But I feel like this person is getting a brand new idea as far as a solution goes, and I feel like that's what they're embracing. And let's see what we need to know about the Ace of Cups. What's influencing the new cycle that's coming from the heart. This reconnection, the Moon, and the Lovers. So the Moon energy, I'm feeling heavy subconscious energies here, things that are unprocessed, and I don't know why I'm hearing also past life energies that might be coming to the surface, something that's giving maybe a lot of anxiety about acceptance. How others are going to be responding. And if this person is a people pleaser, they could be really highly worried about that. But you know, the connection is definitely here. And the Ace of Cups is being clarified by the Lovers. And this is a beautiful connection that the two of you have. However, there might be some issues, you know, some doubts, fears, self-esteem issues, you know, if this person is kind of counting on the approval of others, that could be, you know, coming up for resolution. But, you know, this is just a challenge, I feel. And it might affect how the reconnection is going, or how fast it's going, how it's progressing. But I feel like, you know, these stages are just telling us about challenges, things that need to be processed and addressed and not be swept under the carpet, so that the two of you could move along, so that this relationship, you know, can move along. All right, so this is the reading I have for you if you picked the left side deck, and I'm going to be continuing with the middle one in a moment. So if you picked the middle deck, this is going to be your reading, and let's get started with your person's current feelings for you. We're going to get a few cards, and then we'll get some clarifications. So let's see how they feel about you. The person on your mind, the person you're interested in. Two of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. It feels like maybe the two of you are separated by distance, and maybe also by something else, because here's the card of the betrayal, card of betrayals, which is the Ten of Swords. So it feels like, you know, the two of you are after a breakup, even though this is what the person wants. This relationship is what they want. Ten of Cups is here. You are their Ten of Cups. That's how they feel. They totally are in love with you. But here's this betrayal energy. And also the Two of Wands indicates that a choice needs to be made. A decision needs to be made. This person is in front of crossroads. Yeah, in some cases it could involve multiple options. And in case this person does have someone, it could have been that they betrayed you with that person. And if that's the case, if this is a love triangle, maybe that's how the betrayal happened, and maybe that's how this ended between the two of you. And the Ten of Swords also indicates that this person is kind of up in the head right now. They're trying to suppress these emotions because honestly, it's coming across right now that when they are with you, it's like the joy that they feel then is like what they have always dreamt of. But right now they're trying to suppress all of this, and they're trying to stay up in the head. Maybe they're trying to put this behind them. But it feels like they're hesitating though. And the energies feel like they're trying to suppress them, but they're really not successful at it. The Ten of Cups is just way too strong. That's what I'm getting. So let's get a few clarifications, and I'm going to be using a different deck of cards. This is the Wizard's Tarot. Let's see the clarification for the Two of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So yeah, this was what I was feeling, you know, Knight of Wands. They have feelings for you, but for some reason I feel like they have obstacles in coming towards you. For some reason this Knight is not ready to be fully with you, fully committed. And here's the Seven of Wands. They're acting defensive right now. But also, the Seven of Wands is about perseverance. It feels like they don't want to open up too soon again. First of all, they don't even know how you would react if they were to come back. But I feel like deep down, this person is not giving up. In spite of the appearances that there might be closed off right now, there might be guarding their heart. But I feel like they have been attacked. Maybe they heard it from you. Maybe if they betrayed you, maybe you did say your piece, and it feels like right now they're closed up. But it's almost like they're trying to plan for the future, and they are preserving their energy so that when the right moment comes, they can actually come towards you. And I feel like this is what that decision is about, the Two of Wands. When and how. That's what I feel. So let's see now a clarification for the Ten of Swords. What do we need to know about this betrayal? The Hangman. Let's get another one. And the Ten of Swords again. So, wow. This is definitely confirmed, and it feels like the Ten of Swords happened because this person was not able to make a decision. It just feels like the energies were kind of stagnating, and they did not make a choice. Maybe they needed to make a choice, and they did not. And that's because they did not see a way out, is what I'm getting from the Hangman. A shift in perspective is needed for this person to move out of the situation that they're in, because they might actually feel like they're stuck. It might feel like this person is stuck in their situation because they don't see a solution, they don't see a way out, they don't understand something, and so they need to see the world upside down in order to notice this particular detail in their life that actually is right in front of their eyes. And it feels also that the Ten of Swords is a betrayal to themselves as well. They're really letting themselves down. And the Ten of Swords energy is also telling me that this person is very reluctant to follow their hearts. Very reluctant. So let's get another clarification to see what is behind this reluctance to follow their heart. What is it that they're afraid of? Or is it even fear? Is it something else? So what do we need to know about this situation? The Temperance. I feel like this person needs to find their own way to their heart, and this is actually primarily about their connection to themselves. And when they can start to love themselves, when they can heal around that, it feels like they will be able to love you more in that sense. They will be able to spend more quality time with you. They will be able to live a more quality life, something that is coming from their heart. And I feel like they're definitely not giving up with regards to you. But the Temperance card is about patience and time needed in order for this healing to happen. And it feels like, as far as the block is concerned, as to why they're not, why they're letting themselves down, is because they don't love themselves, or they don't love. There's some kind of a resistance to that. There's some ideas, beliefs, or anything that is interfering with their self-love. And they fear disapproval, actually, is what I'm hearing here. Very specific story. I don't know who that resonates for, but that's what I heard. So, all right. So let's just check out what is influencing their happiness with you. What do we need to know about that? Oh, okay. We have the Judgment card popping out. And now we have the Fool. So I feel like, the Judgment card is all about following their heart. And I feel like this person is getting a new chance to do that. Not everything is lost here, even though it might seem like all is lost, but I feel like it's not. They definitely hear their own hearts calling, but I feel like a lot depends on if they're able to, or are they open to seeing something differently. I feel like healing is needed for them to be daring enough to accept this Fool energy, which is, it demands that they trust. in new opportunities. And I feel like the energies are kind of like taking your person in that direction, but a lot depends here on their free will. And I feel like from the Fool card, somehow I feel like this person wants to break free of something. Like they're not at liberty right now. It's almost like they don't feel like they could make a decision out of their free will, but they can. So that's something that they need to realize. And I feel like that's what the calling is about. That's what the Judgment card is about. Because their happiness is calling them in your direction. So, all right, that's the initial information I'm getting. So let's now check out their intentions in this situation. What are their intentions for the two of you? What are their intentions for the two of you? Strength. King of Wands. And the Hermit. So what I'm getting from their intentions, they want to come towards you. Their main intention is to enjoy their lives with you. That's the King of Wands. They feel the desire, they feel the passion, the sparks that they have with you. However, I feel like it's also their intentions to somehow learn to control their fears. That's what the energies are showing me right now. It's almost like a time period that's coming up in their life. First of all, to realize that their strength is being taken away, dragged down by fears. And I feel like the phrase self-limitations are coming right now. It's almost like an Eight of Swords energy, you know, when somebody's sabotaging themselves. And I feel like it's their fears. They need to learn to control these fears so that the fears do not have any more power over them. And that way they can gain their strength back, which the King of Wands definitely needs, because I feel like this person is the King of Wands inside. That's who they feel themselves to be. They're very passionate and they're fiery and they know what they want, but for some reason it's like on the outside, when it comes to doing things that they want, it's almost like they lose their energy, they lose their power. They could be losing their power to another person, they could be losing their power to a belief, an idea, to self-imposed limitations, or anything. But I feel like it's time, the time in their life is coming for them to actually get their power back. And the Hermit card, this is also, I feel like this is a time period that's coming up where they could be more isolating, there could be more withdrawn. I don't even know if the two of you are communicating right now. It doesn't feel like there's much communication going on, but it doesn't have to resonate for all of you. So the Hermit energy is about, you know, putting things into order. And it's about, you know, a little bit like an introspection, looking deep within one's heart and soul, and realizing what it is that, what the direction is that they really want to take. And if they're dragging any kind of baggage, this could be a good time for them to realize that and to let it go. This is about finding their own way. What kind of life is it that they want to live, and what kind of life have they been living? Is that meeting their needs? That's what I feel like where the time period that's coming up for them. This could be very healing for them, and healing, we know, is necessary, as it was indicated by the Temperance card in the row before this one. And so that's what I want. I definitely feel like they want to come towards you. That's their ultimate goal, but there might be some inner work that they need to do. So let's get some clarifications for these three cards, and I'm going to be using the Mermaid Tarot here. So let's see. What do we need to know about the Strength card? We have the Nine of Cups and King of Swords. So I feel like this person is basically putting an obstacle into their own way by being up in the head, by being way too rational, and they're not really giving a chance for their emotions to lead the way. But I feel like their fears are preventing them to reach their ultimate goal, which is making their dream come true, which is following their heart and being with you. This is the card that's telling me that this relationship is what they want. This is their intentions again. But the King of Swords, they're way too rational. It's almost like they're over-analyzing everything and they're being too strict with themselves. It's almost also, I'm hearing self-punishment. You don't have to imagine this in a literal way, but like self-punishment. It's like almost they're keeping themselves captive. It could be due to their ideas, their beliefs about how things should be, and it's like not giving any flexibility in that. I feel like when it comes to their own desires, maybe they're putting themselves on the back burner. So, okay, let's now get a clarification for the King of Wands. What is it that we need to know about the King of Wands energy? The Eight of Cups. Let's see what else. The Queen of Swords. So we had the King of Swords. Now we have the Queen of Swords. So it's a matching pair. And honestly, what I feel like from these two, it's almost like this person thinks of the two of you as somehow being frozen right now. They feel it's such a cold zone or something. But the King of Wands right now, this King of Wands is unable to live their fire, unable to live their passion. It's almost like they're forcing themselves to leave this situation behind, to put it behind them, as indicated by the Eight of Cups. And then here's the Queen of Swords. She's just very strict. I'm hearing this almost like a judge saying, order, let's have some rationality here. Let's let this go. Let's forget about it. Let's just stay up in the head and focus on leaving this behind. And I just feel like in this situation, this is about sweeping things under the carpet, which doesn't really lead to any solutions. And I feel like also this person is not being assertive enough with their environment, whoever is around them. I feel like they're not really saying what they want, and the Queen of Swords energy right now is coming up blocked. That's my intuition speaking. So let me just get another clarification as to why the Queen of Swords feels blocked. Why is it that they're not using that sword to chase away their fears, to cut their fears? So let's see why. The Hermit shows up again. So that's something that they need to realize, again, that they could do this. They could release themselves from this captivity, from the fears, and gain their power back. But I feel like it's the Queen of Swords clarity and clear-headedness that could bring in the solution. I feel like, this person could be intuitive through their thoughts, like clear cognizant is a word that's coming right now. So they might have actually a lot of ideas, but I also feel like if the idea doesn't fit their comfort zone, they might chase that idea away. So let's see, what do we need to know about the Hermit energy? Four of Swords. And Ten of Cups again. This person, I feel like they're not talking about the truth. The Four of Swords is about being silent, and I feel like they're trying to keep the truth hidden. And the truth is that, their Ten of Cups is with you, but, this person is just not able to live from the heart, is what I'm getting. They're too much up in the head. It's like they're trying to hide this from themselves. They're not talking about this Ten of Cups. They're not thinking about it. It's just that they're too much up in the head. They're too rational. The Four of Swords, however, also indicates the time to heal. It brings in that type of energy where, a person is taking some time off in order to let their thoughts get settled, get organized, and very much it depends on their free will as to how they use this energy, because it could lead them back to their heart. This Four of Swords, a little bit of silence, a little bit of just clear-headedness. But I feel like the Four of Swords, it's like almost telling their own minds to shut up. They don't want to get in touch with their heart is what I'm feeling. It's almost like they're chasing away any kind of indications about the love connection that they have with you. So this might actually take time, because right now this person is, I feel like they're not truly honest with themselves even. So time is needed. Introspection is needed. Hopefully honesty it can be utilized here on their part to realize truly what it is that they want and where their heart is taking them. So all right, that's the reading I have for you if you have picked the middle deck, and I'm going to be continuing with the right one in a moment. So if you have picked the right side deck, this is going to be your reading, and let's see how your person feels about you, the person on your mind, the person you're interested in. Let's see how they feel about you right now. What are their current feelings for you? The Magician, Ace of Swords, and the King of Cups. So this person is not only interested in you, but they also are in love with you, as indicated by the King of Cups. The Magician card here also indicates that they have faith in the two of you. Now, it feels kind of blocked, and it feels also like it's blocked because they don't see something clearly. Here's this Ace of Swords indicating, though, that a sudden idea might come to them, a realization, something that's unexpected, maybe a new idea. It's like they want to follow their hunch. This could come through their intuition, through their crown chakra is what I'm getting right now. So it could be a thought that gives them clarity. And I feel like it's opening up the doors to manifestation for this relationship between the two of you. Also from the King of Cups, picking up a bit of like a dreamy type of person. They could be having issues with their boundaries, maybe respecting their own boundaries, and perhaps they might feel like they're being taken advantage of by people around them, and it feels like they're kind of losing energy towards everything else. It's almost like they're losing energy that they could be using to manifest this relationship with you. Also, the Magician card, right now I'm getting an impression that they might have ideas that are not so easy to manifest. About, this Magician card is kind of giving me the impression that that they don't see something clearly. It's like they might not be completely in touch with reality for some reason. So let me just get a few clarifications here for all of these cards, and I'm going to be using a different deck, the Shadowscapes Tarot in this case. So let's get a clarification. For the Magician, what do we need to know about that? The Five of Wands, and let's get another one. The Nine of Pentacles. Their manifesting abilities, it feels like, is being undermined by some kind of conflicts, maybe between the two of you. Maybe these are inner conflicts, and I feel like it's unresolved anger, but it could be, anger is not necessarily a bad emotion, only if it's not being utilized in a constructive manner. But anger can be used as a motivation, as a changing force, that if something needs to be done, or something needs to be manifested, it needs to be channeled in that direction. And it does give the power to change something, to do something, to be a catalyst if it's used in a constructive manner. But here it feels just not constructive. It feels like there are fights, there's crisis and unresolved crisis. Actually, the Nine of Pentacles, I'm picking up on that this person is maybe just focusing on themselves. I'm picking up a bit of selfishness from here. Maybe they're trying to focus on their money, their stability, their career. And I'm this Nine of Pentacles is an independent energy. It feels like this person is acting single or something, and that could be what the fights are about. But the Magician card is telling me that they want to make this happen. Although, if the Magician energy is not being used in its highest expression, then it could also mean that this person, it doesn't mean that they don't love you, but that they could be telling you promises that are not happening. It's almost like they want to keep you around. They don't want to lose you. But I feel like the Magician somehow is blocked because I don't feel like this person is completely in touch with reality. They might be the dreamy type person. They like to maybe daydream, and their ideas can maybe not easily manifest. Okay, but so let's get clarifications for the Ace of Swords. What do we need to know about this sudden idea, unexpected idea? The Nine of Cups and the Page of Wands. So they might actually realize what it is that they want, because the Nine of Cups is about their dreams manifesting into reality. And it feels like they're going to be clear about what they want and if they want to follow their heart. I feel like that's the idea. That's going to lead them to the path to follow, to come towards you and to make this relationship happen. And the Page of Wands feels like they're going to be taking steps, maybe a little bit. The page is more like talking about what they want to do, not really about doing yet. The page energy is kind of immature, but in the beginning of any new cycle, that could be normal, as long as their words are followed by actions. So let's see, what do we need to know about this Page of Wands? Because I feel like they're definitely, excited about this new idea, and it feels like it's going to lead them to their heart. But are they going to get more courage down the line? The Knight of Pentacles, this person is a lot about their comfort zone. Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving knight. Actually, it's the slowest knight of all. The Knight of Pentacles often armors up and is not letting anyone close to their heart. So I am feeling that the Page of Wands here may not be very fast to act. They might be talking a lot about what they want, but as far as manifesting that, they could be a little bit slow. They could be a little bit stuck in their ways, is what I'm getting. So let's get a clarification for this King of Cups. The Three of Swords. What else? And the Five of Swords. So the Three of Swords, often shows up in my readings if there's a love triangle gone bad, or there's some kind of a disappointment, a big heartbreak. And I feel like this King of Cups, even though they have love for you, this person is really up in their head, and they're not really acting upon these emotions. It's almost like they're hiding their emotions, and the Five of Swords indicates that there's deep conflicts here that are unresolved. Between the two of you, it could be, causing deep hurt. Hostility could be involved with the Five of Swords as well. And, the number of characters that were showing up here as, as the number of court cards, I was kind of getting that impression that, does this person have somebody else, perhaps? And now the Three of Swords is here, so I'm kind of having that impression that maybe that's how they broke your heart. And they know that they broke your heart. They're also feeling bad about that, but right now this person is just so far away from solutions, what it feels like. They're not really, they're not really following their heart. They're hurt, but this is not very optimistic here. Yeah. That's what I'm getting right now about their current feelings. So let's check out now what their intentions are for the two of you. What are their intentions is my next question. Let's continue the reading. Death, rebirth. Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So again, 2 court cards here in the intentions, and I feel like their intention is to actually bring about a rebirth between the two of you. Queen of Cups is here, which is a matching pair for the King of Cups. And I feel like you are the Queen and the King of Cups, because I don't feel like you are totally neutral towards this person. But you're not on the same level. You're not on the same wavelength right now, as far as your ideas go about the manifestation of this relationship. You're just not on the same wavelength. And this person intends to bring this relationship back to life. I feel like they're planning a resuscitation. The breakup, they feel it's like a final breakup, but they're not giving up, I feel. The Death Rebirth card right now also is telling me that there's tremendous power that this person is realizing within themselves. However, you still might have to deal with, that both of you might have to deal with an outside interference, something that's outside of the two of you. If this is a love triangle, there's still an interference from a third party. Now, this third party, in some cases, it's not a love triangle. It's not a romantic partner, in some cases, it could be a child, it could be a parent, or some kind of an outside influence that your person feels controlled by. It could be an idea, a belief, comfort zone, fear. That's just what I'm feeling here. So let's see now the clarifications and see what we need to know about the death energy here, the Death Rebirth card. What is it that we need to know? And I'm using a different deck here. It's the Healing Light Tarot. So we have a card popping out. This is death. Okay, death, clarifying death. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And that's also the second time for the Nine of Cups that is showing up. So it feels like this person just needs to realize their dreams and follow their dreams. That's the road to manifestation. That's how they can revive this relationship, because I don't think that you're taking anything less than full presence of your person in this relationship. So they know that the transformation needs to be great. It needs to be great. If they want this to come back, it has to be a completely new it has to be that they need to be basically reborn into a new person. They have to change something about themselves and be a different kind of person in this relationship, someone who is ready to follow their heart. So that's what I feel about the Death card. That's the clarification. So let's clarify now the Queen of Cups. What do we need to know about this connection between the two of you? Because I feel like the dynamic, their intentions involve that they want to express their emotions for you. That's the Queen of Cups. But I feel like these emotions are pretty much mutual. And also the Knight of Wands indicates attraction. So let's see. What do we need to know about this Queen of Cups here, please? The Nine of Wands. And King of Cups. Wow. What I'm hearing here is that their emotions need to be backed up by energy, and right now there's a very little energy available. It's like something is literally draining their energy away. And again, the fact that this is from two different decks, the Queen and King of Cups, I just feel like this is also symbolizing that the two of you are not yet on the same wavelength, but it's coming towards that. But something is draining your person's energy away. Nine of Wands indicates lack of energy, lack of moving forward. This person is almost like on the verge of giving up, but they haven't yet given up. They're willing to spend their last energy on this relationship, but I just feel like there's not a whole lot of movement forward here. So let's just get the clarification for the Nine of Wands and see why they are so lacking energy. Eight of Swords is self-sabotage. Yep. It's their own beliefs, ideas about their own situation, and that's what's actually blocking them. It's like they're paralyzing themselves. It sounds strange, but it's like they're setting up obstacles that prevent them from getting what they want. And they might actually blame other people for that. They might actually not realize that it's them, but it's actually them. All right, so let's get a clarification now for the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands feels very passionate and enthusiastic, so they might actually appear on your doorstep, you know, out of the blue, and being very optimistic and joyous and jovial. So let's see, what do we need to know about this? But the Knight, you know, the Knight energy is not yet ready to settle. The Knight of Wands is a traveler. So what do we need to know? Two of Pentacles and the Star. So it feels like this relationship is still divided by either distance or by some kind of a hopeless energy. The Star could mean also that your person feels like that the relationship is kind of out of reach for some reason. It's almost like the star, it just seems too far away for them to bring this down to earth, for them to manifest it. But I feel like the Two of Pentacles is indicating that it's all up to the decision that they make. It's up to them. And the question is, you know, are they able to move out of their usual routine? Are they ready to move out of their comfort zone? Two of Pentacles is about that. It's about wanting to find stability, not wanting to give up their comfort, and they're afraid of losing that, losing their comfort and stability if they make a choice outside of the known zone, so to say. So it could be also making a choice between two people. If they have multiple options, if they have a partner right now, it could be that making a different choice coming towards you could actually really rock their stability. That could really make them unstable, and they're kind of fearful of that. So that's why maybe I just feel like in a way I feel like this person isn't ready to move out of their comfort zone, but the Star card is indicating healing that's taking place. So maybe they do make a different decision, you know, that they will be daring enough to move out of the comfort zone. But I definitely feel like they intend to get in touch with you, because that's the Knight of Wands energy. They're too attracted to you to ignore that. But as far as commitment, I'm just not sure that they are going to be able to, with this, especially with this Eight of Swords energy, the self-sabotage, all their fears and doubts, that they're ready to make a move and be with you permanently. I'm just not sure about that at this point. But you know, the energies constantly shift and change, and this is just the next challenge that the two of you might have to solve, and then maybe the two of you will move on together happily ever after. Okay, so that's the reading I have for you if you picked the right side deck, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you and wishing you a wonderful day. Take care.